if you have a remote job, you can get paid to move to certain cities in the US. My name is Arlan. 10 years ago, I was homeless. I would have loved to have known about this. And today I have invested in more than 200 startups led by underrepresented, underestimated founders. And I love helping you make money and have a better life quality. So I'm going to share this with you so you'll know exactly how you can make this work for yourself and what the criteria is, because there is a little bit of a catch. Okay, the very first one I think is super interesting. So this one will pay you up to $25,000 to help you have a down payment for a new home in Jackson, Michigan. So the City of Jackson 100 Homes program aims to construct 100 new houses in the city of Jackson utilizing vacant city-owned residential lots. All homes will be sold to qualified buyers earning up to 120% of the area's median income, also known as AMI. Residents and current non-residents can purchase these homes with a traditional mortgage, and all homes must be owner occupied, meaning you can't just get this as an investment vehicle. Okay, look at this. This is interesting. So you can, I've already looked through all of these, by the way, to make sure they're legit. You go to this site, cityofjackson.org, and you look for their 100 homes program. Now, I have all the links that I'm going to share with you inside of my free membership, Your First 5K. There are more than 30,000 people in this membership. So if you're already a member, just sign in, go to the classroom, and scroll down to where I'm going to have some YouTube resources, and you'll be able to see this list. But if you don't want to do that, or if you're not already in the membership, you can go and become a member. It's free. If you don't want to do that, you can just look at the screen and you'll see the URL, or you can do a search on Google. Okay, so the city of Jackson will provide $25,000. Applicants are also encouraged to apply for an additional $10,000 of down payment assistance through the Michigan State Housing Development Authority, which is a total of $35,000 for your down payment that this could help you do because they want to have more people in their city. Apply today before these funds are gone and receive $55,000 in city support for your new home when you put it all together because they're doing all this, they're selecting 10 buyers, etc. So look at this page. You can see what the homes look like. Really nice. Ooh, very cool. You can see what they look like. And if you've only rented, like I've only rented, I've never owned a home, or if we've had a difficult time, then this will be exciting to you. It says you need to make a certain amount though, so I want you to look at that and get very detailed information about that. Okay, very, very cool. That's just the first one. There's more. Okay, so here's one for Tulsa. Do you want to get paid $10,000 to move to Tulsa? I think that's cool. So this one, you do not have to buy a home, although you can buy a home. And this one you can rent as well. And they essentially want you to be able to come in and do your thing and be remote in Tulsa. We're glad you're interested in Tulsa remote and are excited to tell you more about the community we're building. All you have to do is sign up for this, let them know you're wanting to hear from them. They'll let you know. So Tanisha Williams says, before moving to Tulsa, I spent 2 hours a day commuting, feeling drained, and disconnecting from life outside of work. Since relocating, I've reclaimed my time, prioritized my mental health, and found true balance. This is super, super interesting. So let's look at some of the details here. Okay, so you live, work, and grow in Tulsa. $10,000 to help make Tulsa your new home. See if you're eligible to apply. You must meet five eligibility requirements to submit an application and be considered for a Tulsa remote program. You are at least 18 years of age. You are authorized to work in the U.S. You currently have a full-time remote employment outside of Oklahoma. You can relocate to Tulsa within 12 months of being approved, and you have lived outside of Oklahoma for 1 full year before applying. So this tells you what you need to have. Then you go through this process. You do an application, you do an interview. They make a decision and then you move and you receive your grant after you move. Okay. And in order to get your grant, you have to move into a place. You have to either sign a lease or get a home. And then it talks to you all about how do you get it. So if you rent, you get your 10,000 through monthly disbursements. If you buy, you will can get a $10,000 lump sum, and or you can do the monthly disbursements. And then it talks to you about home ownership. So a lot of this is just about the cities want more people thriving in their cities, and so they want to bring people in. And before you ask, because I know you have this question, because I had it too, what if we already live there? Do we get something? I think you should look that up because I'm sure they have something that counts because they don't want to lose you. So look it up. Look it up. Look up your state or your city's government page, the official page, and look for things that they may have for entrepreneurs, for people who have remote jobs, etc. So that's Tulsa. And I saw a lot of videos where there were people who had done this. And they said that there were some misconceptions. Like misconceptions were one lady said, I thought I had to have to make six figures. I thought there was this big kind of salary thing, max minimum that I needed. Turned out it wasn't because I got in. She said, I thought I had to have a big audience on social. Turns out you didn't. I didn't because I got in. And the reason she thought this is because she was reading Reddit. And Reddit told her all these things that were just fake. So I would look at the program details, even apply if you want to, and then you have up to 12 months to move if you really want to do it. The third one is I lost it, but I'll show you this anyway. So make your move, makemymove.com is where you can get all this. You can get so many of these programs. And as far as I can tell, it's free. I've tried to go all through here and tried to break it, but it just seems free. I think they're getting paid. They said they are. I think they're just getting paid by the cities themselves. So you have all these calculators, all these guides, FAQs. Let's see what it says. Make My Move is the first ever marketplace connecting movers with relocation programs provided by communities across the country, actively recruiting residents. We help you find the right place and get there, and we help communities grow through talent attraction. So I think yeah, let's see right here. Yes, how much does it cost? We're 100% supported by the communities. Thanks to their investments, our service is free to folks like you who are thinking about making a move. Celebrate. Say the word happy. Say happy day in the comments if you made it this far and you were here when you learned, like I did, that this was right. Okay. How long will I need to reside? Most programs require that you stay at least a year, but we hope you'll love the place so much you'll still call it home long after your first year. So remember, they're probably just going to give you this money the first year, and then you kind of decide after that. My spouse will need a job as part of our move. Can you help? Absolutely. In many participating communities, we work with local partners to help connect newcomers and their families with job opportunities. Love it, love it, love it. Another thing I love about this site is that let's say, let me show you. Let's say you go over here and it's more about the city you want to go in. So let's say it's Indianapolis. There's 315 places that they have showing right now. I mean, Indianapolis, Riley, Wisconsin, Kansas, Indiana, all over Indiana, y'all. Texas, Texarkana. Let's say that that city or that state has more than one active program. You click on it and you get all this information about these different things that they're doing. Really cool. And you can actually just click one button right here, apply in minutes, and you can apply to all of them. You can just apply to all of them instead of applying to one, two, three, four, because they really want you to get this. So you go in and you really think about where would I really relocate? Or maybe this is a time in my life where I just want to do something different. I want to change pace. Staying in the same place can really hold you back in a lot of ways. Sometimes it's wonderful and it's exactly where you're supposed to be. So I don't want to stop you from thinking that. Sometimes it's the right place to be. But sometimes when you are feeling really stuck, it's because you are in the same rooms, having the same conversations, having the same dreams. Nothing has changed. So this is why I just think this is so exciting. I would have definitely done something like this if I'd known about it 10 years ago. Okay, let's go to another one. So another one is the Ascend in West Virginia. Now, I know what you're thinking because I thought it too. Now, what I did was before I put this as one of the list, I looked at the pictures. I said, let me go through the pictures and make sure that this is something I'm going to be interested in because I saw the $12,000 cash and I knew that that was interesting. They do that over 24 equal monthly payments, outdoor recreation. Let me see. So I saw some people in the pictures. I saw some people in the pictures doing their thing, and the cost of living is down. I mean, this nature is just beautiful. And I watched Top Chef, and they had been all through West Virginia recently, and I'm like, oh, that is great. So the program overview. So it tells you about the story, why they're doing it, the team. You can just make your own determination about what you want to do, but this looks very interesting to me. Okay. And again, that link, you can either look here, Google it just based on its name, Ascend West Virginia, or you can go into Your First 5K, look for my YouTube resources, and you have all the links there. Okay. So Topeka, Kansas. Get up to $15,000 in your pocket if you choose Topeka as your new home. This is so cool. It's like you're an athlete and everybody wants you to be part of their team. And so they're trying to draft you with incentives. Okay. I think this is fun. I hope somebody does this. So your benefits, 5,000 in funds awarded, and you may be used however the recipient chooses. Love that. And then this is for a transitioning military service member. It goes into all kinds of different requirements. It just seems like you need to be 18 plus, and that's about it. You can be 70, you can be 100 years old, you can be married or single or a parent, and it just depends on what you're willing to do, what kind of risk you're willing to take when it comes to stepping out on faith. So you have live, play, culture, work. Let's see what work looks like. There's like interns, local talent, culture. They got all kinds of stuff here. Restaurants, art and music. Celebrate diversity. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Topeka is proud to be a diverse community that celebrate you for the person you are. I should say celebrates. Let's let's do better. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe that's how you say it correctly. Find your authenticity. Some gay people. Fiesta Mexicana, German people in the house. It looks fantastic. City guide. I would visit for sure. Anybody live in Topeka? Let me know in the comments if you live in any of these cities that I'm talking about. Because this looks really, really cute. And I kind of want to have like a house in like all these little places, but that would be silly. Okay. So then there's one in Columbus, $5,000 for location, Columbus, Georgia. There's a lot of Columbuses because of, you know who. This is the one in Georgia. 6 months of co-working space at Co-work Columbus. And then you have an outing. You get to have coffee with the mayor. You get a 1 year membership to the Young Professionals Program, 1 year family membership to Columbus Aquatic Center come through. I love all this. You get a 2-night hotel stay during your Columbus house hunt. Total incentive is worth $8,700. Again, you can apply here on makemymove.com. I just love this. That says click here for 2024 to read why Columbus, Georgia was named one of America's most welcoming places by Make My Move. And there's like a little video. Okay, a little B-roll. I think this is great. Okay, so this is abundance. This is happiness. This is something that I would look into. Now, is $5,000, $10,000 going to change your life? No. But actually, let me say that a different way. Yes, there was a time that $5,000 did change my life. Let me be real. Um, but it's going to go, you're going to use it. You're probably going to get it monthly. It's probably not going to be this big windfall and then you're just doing whatever you want. You actually have to want to move to these places. But you can look at it, at least have the option, and that's all I want to give y'all. It's just options. I want to give you options so you know that you have somewhere to go. Make sure you join Your First 5K or Your First 5K. Arlen's Your First 5K is the website. Speaking of options, and it is absolutely free. You can also upgrade to become a VIP and get all kinds of information, resources, and 7 different expert calls per week that you can drop in on any subject, AI, sales, school, anything you have in mind. Growth, there's an advanced growth on Friday when it comes to like I've already done my first 5K. I've done my first 25K. I need to know how to grow that. We have everything in there. So come on in. All right. Let me know if this was helpful. And guess what? I do have an idea. I want to do one about moving outside of the US. So I think I'm going to make that video soon. Let me know if you want that.